Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. No, we are not working on the pavilion this morning. That's not what today's episode is all about. But I am back here because we were just visited by our Ironworks folks from KMC Ironworks, and we have some exciting updates to show you. Really exciting upgrades. We're going to call it upgrades on this project right here. But today, we'll do that in another episode. But today we are going to visit our Canadian neighbor's property across the street. And I just want to show you some of the updates over there after they pulled all that formwork off. I believe the last time we visited them, they had all the formwork and they were pouring concrete over there. Well, I was just told by the contractor that they pulled all the formwork off. Well, let's go ahead and see what it looks like after that formwork's off. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Now there is just so much activity going on, both here at Villa Feliz and with our neighbor's property across the street. So there's no lack of content here. But today I just want to make sure that I capture each one of the steps so you can really see from day by day, week by week, what's going on in the progress that's being done on this project over here. So you don't miss a lick. Anyway, let's go ahead. As you can see, from right here, just from here, you can see that a lot of the formworks, almost all the formworks, are off of all that concrete they poured. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. Now this is incredible, and this is every bit of this is cast in place. None of this here is concrete hollow block. So this is about as stable as you can ever possibly get, especially if you're in an unstable environment like where they're working here, where there used to be lots of backfill here. And they had to go down really, really deep to get to stable soil. And you're probably wondering, what are these guys doing over here? Is that paint? Well, no, it's not paint. They're actually putting a solution on the outside of the swimming pool area. Their attention to detail is amazing over here. And their attention to detail is both exterior and interior. So they're doing a two-layer waterproofing strategy here, so that they're sure that no water is going to get in from the outside or out from the inside. I think I said that right. So that's what they're doing. They're using a particular type of waterproofing compound here for the outside, and they're going to use a different compound on the inside. The name of this stuff is called, let's see, it's called Fix It. Look, here's the name if you're looking. And you can look online, you can see what the characteristics of this particular kind of waterproofing is for. On the inside, I think they're going to be using, hey Romeo, what did you say you're using on the inside? On the inside, they're going to be using ThoroSeal, and you can look those characteristics up that, but the ThoroSeal is typical to doing waterproofing of things like cisterns and swimming pools. And that will be done before they do their final coats and their tile on the inside. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and take a look. You can see from here, inside the swimming pool, actually I'm standing right now in the 12-inch section. This is for V, this is going to be her area, for her area, and for kids. If the kids come along, this is the very shallow area of the swimming pool. The deck is up here, and you can see this trough. This trough is going to continue all the way around the swimming pool, and that's for any of the water that splashes out. But not only that, on the outside, if there's water that's coming this way and they don't want it to contaminate the pool water inside here from the decking, it will go inside this water trough on the outside all the way around the swimming pool. Now this is mainly for the husband, and hopefully I get invited over here sometime to go swimming as well. This is the 5-foot section over here with the infinity pool drop off over here. For protection for the kiddos and for the wife, there's also going to be, since this is so shallow here, you don't want anybody falling over, the contractor is also going to put a fencing up inside here for safety and for protection. Now looking over the side of the swimming pool right here, this is the big trough that's going to be capturing, collecting all the water from the infinity pool drop over this area right here. And what we're going to do, you're probably asking about some of these pipes, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to come over here today. Before they cover all this, I just want to show you some of the water safety strategies that they have here for mainly doing things like getting water out of the pool, getting water out of the cistern, for the pump system that they have for the swimming pool over here. We'll go down there and take a look at that. Let's go ahead and take a real quick look over here in the master bedroom area. And what we're looking at over here, this is actually the retaining wall. It's kind of dual purpose. It's a retaining wall that goes down to the massive footer support that they have in the bottom. And it also is a support for what's going to eventually be the fence on this side of the property. This defines the side of the property. So this is also the retaining wall, again with the footer support on the back, that's providing the wall support for the back of the house as well as the back side and the corner side of the master bedroom over here. And you can see there's lots of thought that went into the design of this, because you see a lot of the, as we go around the house, you'll see a lot of the PVC pipe all over the place. And the main reason for the PVC pipe is also that it has to do with drainage from the front of the yard, if there's any water, which basically, because we're so high on this side of the entire subdivision, they'll never have to worry. But as a precautionary measure, the contractor is making sure he's putting in additional ways for water to escape, so there's never any water setting up over here. Let's go ahead and walk over here. Let's take a look at the master bedroom area. So now the master bedroom right over here connects to a wall, which is going to be a wall that's going to provide a separation between the swimming pool over here and the master bedroom, as well as you see that blue pipe over there. That blue pipe is actually a waterfall that goes over this wall right here, that goes over into the swimming pool, and that is going to be for an effect. It's going to be very nice to hear the water falling inside there. As well as the visual effect that you'll see from the waterfall. And I believe the two PVC, the Neltex PVC pipes there, will probably be going up, and they will be drains from the roof, the rooftop, to be able to make sure that it doesn't fill up, because it's going to be semi-enclosed up there all the way around the house. Things like the air conditioning units, any solar panels, should they put solar panels in, anything that they want to do on the roof. So you have to have a way for the water to get from there down and off the back of the property. Now what you're looking at right here is PVC pipe. This is 4-inch Neltex PVC pipe, and what they're doing here, they're drilling the holes in, just like what we did over at Villa Feliz, down in the basement area. Any place that would possibly get saturated with water, you don't want the water content building up. So what you do is you do something called like a French pipe system inside there. And what they'll do is they'll take this with all the holes in it, they'll invert it to the side so the water comes up in it in this direction. And what they're going to do, all around any place on the back side of the house where they don't want the water setting up against it, they will take the pipes and they will run it through where the water will end up going to the back. You don't want water setting up, filling up in places, because remember, this is all concrete now. It's blocking any natural water flow that would normally go down a slope. So they need a way to evacuate that water as well, and that's what the solution is. So the excavator over there is taking the soil that they originally pulled from this part, all this area right here. They moved it to the other lot. Luckily, they're friends with the owner of the lot behind me right here, and they gave them permission to move it over there. And what they're doing, they're bringing all that soil back over here, and they're going to be doing backfill. And the backfill will go just to the base of each one of these vertical columns. They've got these vertical posts that define the fence around here. Then once that's done, they'll level everything off, and they'll have a very nice level yard instead of that 45-degree drop that really defined this property at the very beginning. So I told you we were coming back here to look at the pipes. I just want to show you some of the plumbing that they have going on back here. And that's these pipes right here. These two pipes are going inside the cistern, and what this is going to do, this is going to provide overflow protection so that the cistern doesn't fill up, because this is going to be collecting all the water from the rooftop. And when we get a lot of heavy rain, especially during monsoon season around here, during rainy season, there will be a lot of rain collecting, because this doesn't have a roof. This doesn't have a typical roof on this house up here. it is going to have an enclosure that has a small wall, maybe a 1 meter high wall that goes around it that will cover so you don't see anything, like I said, like the air conditioning units, any solar panels that they might put in there later on. So they need to be able to collect the water. All the water goes in these 4-inch pipes right here, and they will travel out and they will go back into the creek. There's a creek way down back behind there. The blue pipes that you see right here are going to be the drain for the swimming pool, and also the pipe that comes from the pump room. When they do a flushing of the filter, they'll be able to flush all it out. Also, that water can go down inside the creek as well. Now what you're looking at here, that is the slab, the floor slab for the master bedroom up there. But all underneath here, all the space here, you could have either backfilled, but since you already have to have footage support down here, and you have to have the column support, this is all usable area. So what the contractor suggested to the owner was, why don't we take advantage of this? Since you're already using the space above, let's go ahead and take advantage of this. So what they're doing, this is going to be a huge storage and workshop area. Gives the house a little bit more area. So this is mainly sort of like a basement. They actually, where they were not going to do a basement, they're actually going to have a little bit of basement space in here now. That's about it for today's episode. I wanted to do an update here because this contractor just moves so quickly and gets things done so fast. And the way he does that is because he has a lot of years of experience doing these type of builds. And I'm just finding it really hard to keep up with his progress. But I'm going to try to capture as much as I possibly can, so you can see some of the details that goes into building a house of this style. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Please share. And if you have not subscribed, click on that little MPID dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and notified the next time I upload a new video. So until such time, from right here in the beautiful Philippines, you have a wonderful and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.